What are you doing here?
I'm here to ask you a question.
What questions?
Are you sick of the church keeping knowledge from you?
I guess.
Well, stand up against the church, not against God, but with him.
Okay.
You, sir, are an animal.
Oi.
A perfect example of humankind.
Oi.
Without a king, you would run wild.
Oi.
Thank you for proving my point.
Democracy is a necessity.
Nothing would get done if the power was given to the people.
Well, leaders should arise from the words of God's children and not be appointed.
Introduction. John Locke. Occupation. Philosopher. Place of residency. England. This man's ideas and the ideas of the other two characters you met previously will influence some of the greatest achievements in history. Watch carefully as I take you through time to another age, an age brewing with new ideas and danger. This is the Enlightend Man. Year 1776. Location, New England. This is the birthplace of the first of many revolutions that have been influenced by our previous characters. A land in need of democracy, and with democracy comes liberty and freedom. A people who cry for our attention across an ocean of turmoil and violence. A threat constantly being dodged by everybody. What that threat is, you might ask? A threat that has been lingering in every politician's mind. The threat of indefinite oppression. These people have been held down by an almighty hand that has no chance of being overcome. However, these people have read the books of our previous characters and more, and perhaps the words that is only a dream in other lands can come true and make the structure of brotherhood and liberty. Ideas that are unimaginable in other lands. Ideas of freedom of speech. Ideas that all men are made equal. Ideas that can shape a history full of chaos, and yet there's peace. A group of people who thoroughly believe in the words of influential characters such as Montague. Words that have been read by 1,100 people in need of a stable government, held together by a character chosen by the everyday plebeian, not one that was appointed. Let's talk to one of these influential people. May I ask you some questions?
Yes.
If I may ask, who influenced you to do what you do now?
Well, one major individual who influenced me to do what I'm doing is the Genevan philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau. His belief was that the government should be in the hands of the common plebeian as seen in our Declaration of Independence.
Very interesting. Thank you, Thomas Jefferson. You're welcome. Now, among revolutions, there's a king. That king, or I guess, elected figure of some sorts, is the French Revolution. The French Revolution was the result of a mob finally finally getting sick of their oppressive monarchy and no longer fearing the monarchy. Now, let's go back to that time when my TARDIS fell. Let's go back to that time. A time of death and oppression, and finally of freedom. Now, one man who waited the French Revolution was Napoleon Bonaparte. Let's go see if we can talk to him. Hello, Napoleon.
Hello.
I'm going to ask you some questions, okay?
Okay.
Who influenced you to help aid the French Revolution?
Well, I admire the people such as Robespierre, but just between you and me, this might just be a way for me to grasp for power.
Okay, well, there we have it. History is always just grasping for power. Some say everyone's just grasping for money, but then again, with money comes power. Thank you for joining us here on the Enlightenment Man, as we see who influenced these major actions of the French and American Revolution.